Hey, just tapping in real quick. Man, these are those times, y'all. Between the hurricane season, Hurricane Helene, to what's going on in the Middle East with Iran and Israel, to the ports. I think it's really important that we are aware that, we are in those times, y'all. And even just the bio explosion out here in Atlanta area, it's really time for us to wake up, be aware, and really, lock arms. I've been having a lot of conversations with individuals since I've been out here in Atlanta from just all the different spaces I'm visiting, whether it's my, little smoke shop to the facilities maintenance guys that work in my residential building, to colleagues, to students. I don't think we really prepared as citizens for things if ish hits the fan. Some of the solutions, that I think really are centered in community, centered in really bridging the gap with our families and our, making sure that we are sharing resources and combining our resources, right? Like, I think a lot of people like to think that they could do it on their own, but there's no way that we're going to be able to survive if all of us feel like we can do it on our own or continue to choose to do things on our own. Eat alone, have our own apartments. I know a lot of my colleagues, I said this one time living in Dallas, like, all these professionals living scattered throughout the city, right? We have to be able to say, look, yeah, I do want to have my own space, but how much money can I save if I were to have roommates and people that you have built these relationships? You go out with them on Sunday Fun Day every week. You out with them every week, but y'all can't even split an apartment, save your funds. I struggle with that, but I think it's in families. You got whole families that live in the same city, but everybody got to have their own living space. When somebody has a 5-bedroom house, like, we're doing things to ourselves that we don't either recognize or don't want to understand that is not even the way to live, right? In the past and in history, multi-family units was a thing, and now everybody feel like they have to have their own unit. Financially, we splurge heavy. And this is first unto me and then unto whoever else receives this. But these are just thoughts that I'm having as I see a lot of the news and things that are going on in the news, and wanting to just encourage us to stay aware and start to realize, like, hey, we don't know where this is going. Do you and your family have an emergency plan? Do you all know where you're going to go? Do you even know how to get somewhere if all the Wi-Fi and all the technology of this world gets cut off, right? How are you going to survive? How are you going to get to the people that you love? Do you have the resources that you need? So those are just some of my thoughts. Y'all be blessed.